Hello everybody, my name is Benji, and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program, where we are currently located around New Star, here in our brand new outpost system with our dearest of friends, the Seed, coming in hot. They are only 13 AU away. It says arrive in 10 seconds. I think that's me arriving to them. But as they're progressing here, they'll be here very soon. That's new, and I didn't like it very much. I'm gonna have to figure out how to turn that off. Alert some broadcast? Maybe? I don't know. I don't like that though, whatever that is. Milky Way, that's all good. Miscellaneous. Huh. Well, I'll probably try to figure that out. Oh, I don't like that at all. I'm definitely gonna have to figure that out. But we're here, we have optical grating crystals. Now there is an achievement to not use any of these, but I couldn't care less. I want optical grating crystals because they give me the best thing in the world, which is these, the photon spotlight mining. Of course we need green cubes for that, but that's just whatever. I don't really care about that. So we're gonna place down some miners in our new outpost world. I'm super excited to be here. And then as soon as we are finished with green and white science in the home system and start getting some bigger, more prudent upgrades in the bank. Alright, yeah, no, I'm gonna go turn that off. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm just gonna turn all of these off. The Dark Fog Attack Alert Volume, Mecha Alert Volume, and System Broadcast Volume are all things that I don't really need at all. Because A, they're gonna pop up here for Dark Fog, or here if things get damaged. And B, that just is very annoying. But also, there's a little thing that says the Seed is approaching my... Approaching Seed. And yeah, there it is. Still can't target it, though. Not from the planet, at least. It is getting closer and closer and closer, and that's not really a problem. When it arrives, I'm going to do one of two things, and I think I will probably end up doing the latter instead of the former, just for UPS, because my UPS is already a little bit rough. There we go, we got the achievement Grating Crystals, raw for manufacturing optical components. Super, super cool to see. We love that. There we go, now we are blue. What we need are minimum load of drones. We don't actually need any drones. We would like to supply optical grating crystals to this guy here. And of course, that is going to happen. We knew that. We were expecting that to happen. And it is totally fine. We are at the equator. We can 100% put down just a ton of these guys. And that's going to help out a lot. But yeah, I can do one of two things in regards to the fog. The first thing that I can do in regards to the fog is set up defenses on the planet. The second thing I can do in regards to the fog is wait for the Seed to get here and then just blow it out of the system as soon as it tries to dock with us. Or dock with the planet, I guess, rather. Does that take care of it? Oh, no, it does not. Alright, well, that's fine. Just double it, triple it, maybe even do more than this, although I don't have any purpose. Good, it stopped. Nice. I don't really have a purpose to have more mining because it's only going to be for photon spotlight mining at the moment, and we'll do more when we get into higher levels of production. It's not something I'm really concerned about. For the Casimir crystals, we can easily do titanium crystals because I already made a blueprint for it. May as well put that to good use. And that's kind of the next objective for today's episode is blue chips and extra motors on... These give me iron ore. Intriguing. Must be a new planet. Or a new planetary type. How about now? Yes, now we're good. So yeah, I could put down missile turrets and all the things, and babs, and have missiles and all the stuff, you know, or I could just go blow that seed down in the system. Oh, it's here. I wonder, can I click it from this view? Cannot click it from this view, but it's here. I really want to see what it does, in all honesty. Like, I want to see the seed turn into a hive, you know? I'm curious, genuinely curious about how the virus operates. What kind of orbit is it going to select? Is it going to select something more akin to what our starting system had? Or is it going to be more akin to what the war system has? Because if you remember, yeah, look at it coming in here. If you remember what the old seed used to look like back in our home system. There's our home system. It was a really high polar orbit, much farther away from the star than anything else. But the war system is too far away. Proliferation system is too far away. Is there anything close that has fog in it to me at the moment? Does this have fog? There we go. But then there's ones like this, where the hive is very, very close to the star instead. I'm very, very interested to see what this one decides to do. It's already gone beneath the outer planetary orbit, which is really far away. Looks like it's already gone in the first orbit as well. Oh wow, no, it's getting right up close to the sun. Oh no, look at it, it's passing the sun. That's so intriguing. Oh, it's slowing down. Where'd it go? Oh, what? Where'd it go? It's behind the star. Has it seeded? There it is. Now it's a hive. So now it's just a hive. Well, now we have to go check it out, right? It literally just got to its position and then became a hive node. I was expecting something a little bit more, I don't know, grandiose than that. And yeah, it is seated just directly in between the two orbits. And it does not look like it's very high polar either. I don't like that it doesn't give me any orbital information. I feel like I should be able to see that. Like, I can see the orbit here. It would be really nice to have all of, like, this stuff. The period and the everything else, the longitude and whatnot. Yeah, it's literally just a little thing. If I take a look at the core, it has a ton of matter, building stuff, doesn't have a ton of energy. So yeah, option 2 is the option I'm gonna go for. I'm just gonna wipe it out. Just take it completely off the map here, because there's no point in letting and just having to like deal with that, you know. Nice being able to get up nice and close to it, though. Definitely. Definitely nice to be able to get up nice and close to it. So yeah, that's cool. That's a fun little thing. And then if we look out into the system, we've got little ships going back and forth. Oh, goodness. Oh, it's making me feel warm and fuzzy inside. Oh, I'm so happy. But yeah, I'm gonna head back to the home system next. Now that we've set everything up here, I think I'll set up one more mine just because I can. And then in terms of the technology tree, there's nothing really new apart from we're going to go for photon spotlight mining because that's just really, really important to me. None of the rest of that is important. All of this is all green science, so of course it's not important. Green science, research speed doesn't matter. None of the rest of this stuff matters. And then, yeah, photon spotlight mining is huge. Plane filters, not huge because unipolar magnets. Crystal explosive units, also not huge. Tier 2 chem plants, not huge, I guess. I don't know. Vertical launching silos will be huge eventually, but not yet. Ah, tier 3 assembly machines, though. Those are huge. So yeah, when we get back to the system, I'm going to set up a blueprint for Casimir crystals, and then a blueprint for plane filters, and then a blueprint for quantum chips, and then a blueprint for gravity main cube. I overshot my planet. Slow down, gosh darn it. I'm going to set all that up. I'll bring you guys back in very momentarily after that, and we will continue on our conquest next time. See you soon. Ironically enough, I actually haven't done anything new. I've been plugging holes this entire time. Granted, I know that you have no semblance of how long I've been gone. It's been about 30 minutes, give or take. I've been plugging holes, and by that I mean I pasted down 2 more deuterium assemblers because they are too slow to supply the strange matter. No surprises there. We were running out of proliferation, so I pasted down another proliferation blueprint. Again, no surprise there. And now I'm noticing that our deuterium is running out of hydrogen, and our hydrogen is running out because all of the oil is going to these for the light oil, and we don't have a whole lot of other oil coming in. So I think today is actually just gonna become about patching holes instead of doing anything brand new. So the first thing that I want to do is probably go get more hydrogen. I think that's probably going to be our best interest. So I'm going to dedicate both of these guys to a local supply remote command of hydrogen, and we're going to go down to the gas giant, which is literally directly above us. And then we're going to head over to the other place that we have and probably do green motors and regular motors on our first outpost, or well, our second outpost, the primary planet. So let me grab all of these guys and head to the gas giant, which I don't know exactly where it is actually. Oh, it's right there. It's right above me. So yeah, gas giant is great. This gas giant is actually an ice giant. Yeah, it's an ice giant, so it has fire, ice, and hydrogen, which will actually both get us hydrogen. But for right now, all we care about is the hydrogen, and I need to go to the poles, or not the poles, the equator, because orbital collectors can only be built along the equator. And then I also need to find 0 degrees east. That way I place it on the correct starting line, because they can only be placed a certain distance apart from one another. And we're just going to place down probably half of the orbital collectors that we can. So this is the 0-degree line. And then we can just place these guys down. Look at that. Orbital collectors and fire ice. Super duper dope. And yeah, it looks like it's every 10 degrees. We can place one down, which means we can place 36. So honestly, we can probably place all of them. As long as I don't do whatever the heck that was. Also, apparently I messed it up, so that's great. But yeah, what these guys do is they just grab these, and you can't have local storages or local supplies because there's no local infrastructure here. It's just fire ice, hydrogen, it'll get them, and the accumulators provide power initially to them. And then what happens after that is they use some of the resources that they harvest from the giant in order to have themselves power themselves. So I'm gonna go on ahead. I'm gonna just place down all of the rest of these bad boys here, and make sure that they are all good. And then we're going to head to there. I can't tell if that did not work. I can't tell if that worked or not. We're gonna head there, and we are going to make ourselves some motors. So yeah, with all that said and done, I'm gonna go do it, and then next time we'll get into green science. See you soon. All right, big progress. Big progress. It has taken a long time to get to this point, honestly, and I always forget how long it takes to set up these things, but this should be the last time that I have to do it, because next time is green science. And I've made the decision that I'm actually going to set up Casimir crystals in this episode, and that'll be the thing that we leave it off on to have some extra excitement. But essentially what I've done here is I've added an extra copper magnet assembler right here. There was already the other one over here within the wall. I got rid of the planetary shielding because we no longer need those. The system's clear. We're good. I added one green motor assembly production line up here, which does 6 per second. I added another one down here, which also does 6 per second. I added 2 that do 6 per second of motors each. 12 per second of motors each. Apologies. And that requires a ton of smelting. So, iron smelting, there's 4 of them. There's a whole bunch of mining. Copper smelting, 2 of them. 1 for magnets, because copper magnets. Iron being harvested here, 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 here. One more, here. And I could set up more if I needed to. I don't know if I pointed to that one or that one. I think I did. I could set up more if I wanted to, but I don't really want to. It's really tedious to go around and place these things. I genuinely despise going around and like have to place it and then rotate it and shift R and all the things. Awful. Absolutely terrible. So I'm gonna head back home. I'm gonna make Casimir crystals using the gas giant or the ice giant right off the surface. To bring in the extra hydrogen. And really quickly, I will show off the recipe for Casimir crystals. It is titanium crystals, graphene, hydrogen. So what I'll probably also do is get some fire ice to hydrogen going, just to pump up that extra hydrogen value here. Get some more hydrogen into the mix. And yeah, I'll show it when we get back. That'll be it. Did not mean to turn it on. I wanted to let the belts saturate and all the things, just, you know, in and of themselves, but I totally didn't, and that's totally my bad. The good news is that this system, in and of itself, is supported through the belts of 30, and does, in fact, fully saturate itself, and produces 3 per second using our... nuts. Yeah, that sucks. That's fine. I'll fix that. Using our full belt of 30 here, and using our proliferation, and using a single one of these systems up here, because this also makes 3 per second, and it's also proliferated, which means that more than 3 per second, will fully and entirely saturate a 3 per second Casimir crystal, which is absolutely perfect, and allows us next time to get straight into doing a 3 per second plane filter, which is going to take up a lot of space. 12 machines for 36 machines. That's a lot. That's a lot. But then the plane filter gets us 1.5 quantum chips per second, which gets us 3 gravity matrices per second. So all of this has just been predestined to get us our 3 per seconds of science, which is super duper fun. I'm gonna have a better thumbnail than like just this. I'm gonna do something with the gas giant, I think is probably the best thing. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. So we've gotten a lot of really good things done. We've expanded the home territory. We have expanded into the stars, into our new horizons. And we will continue in the next one. Also, we have a seed inbound for home, as well as a seed inbound for the optical system. So we're going to have to keep an eye on both of those and make sure that we are prepared for, I don't know, shit to hit the fan. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. But without further ado, adios, sayonara, au revoir, hasta la vista, das vidania, vidizien, ciao, and goodbye. Please have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. Get some sleep if you need to. Don't forget to stay hydrated. This video is in the bag. And I will see you guys in the next one. Later, y'all.